second vlog, I think, of 2019. It's been a while, but anyway, we're at Cottingley and we're heading to Derbyshire today, to Cromford, which is on the Matlock branch. All being well, hope the weather plays well. It's a bit windy, but there's no actual rain at the moment. So we're getting this next train now, which is 7:58 from here. We're going to Mirfield on that, then the Grand Central service to Doncaster, then cross country from there to Derby, and then on to East Midlands trains to towards Matlock, get over Cromford. So that's the plan of action for the first part of the morning. We have a 1 minute connection at Derby. If we do it, all well and good. If we don't, we have about an hour in Derby. So it's a minute late. It's left Leeds anyway, so it's not far away. Right, our train is approaching. It's the 170. So going with this to Mirfield. This is actually a Transpennine service, even though it's a more of northern unit. Where should we sit? Right, just leaving Cottingley. Should be built if they're ever going to do it. Yeah, there. Bridge already constructed. Just arrived at Ravensthorpe, and there's more passengers getting on here on this train than there was at Cottingley. I don't know, Ravensthorpe's overtaking Cottingley. No, not overall it hasn't, but it has on this train just today. Busy train. Anyway, we're getting off at the next station. So. Yes, we're getting off at the next station at Mirfield and getting on the Grand Central service, and that is currently on time. It is, so there won't be very long to wait. So let's continue and head for Doncaster. This is where the Grand Central train will go up there now, towards Wakefield. So this is the bi-directional, we're just going to join now. Oh, and it's going to become bi-directional. There it is. So yeah, we're on the same track now that we'll be going back in the other direction in a few minutes. Right, we've arrived at Mirfield. Again, quite a lot going on for Huddersfield. And we want to be over there now, platform 1 for Doncaster on the Grand Central service. A few got off as well. I don't know if anyone's actually doing the same thing as me, but Transpennine going across. Right, all we have to do now is come down here, underneath the bridges and up to the left. Next train is currently on time. No step-free access to this part of the station, but we can cope. And so we just got off there, disappearing up to Huddersfield. Someone has built a little train here out of wood, filled it with bricks and other bits of wood and all sorts. Interesting little sculpture.
The approaching train is not scheduled to stop at this station.
I can't work that out because the next one on this side now should be the Grand Central service. It's only got it's got green now, so there's obviously a TransPennine, someone coming ahead of it. Right, this is our next train. Look at all these punters now getting on this one going to London. Imagine most of them are. We'll get on here. Right, off we go. Let's head for Doncaster via Wakefield, Kirkgate and Hare Park. To Leeds, those now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Grand Central service to London King's Cross. This service will be calling at Wakefield, Kirkgate, Doncaster and arriving into London for 11:15 this morning. Apologies to anyone in carriage F at the back of the train. Unfortunately, you will find that the power sockets are not working in that carriage. On behalf of Grand Central, I would like to apologise for the inconvenience caused. A full ticket inspection is taking place. If you're using the print at home or mobile tickets, you just need to scan them.
Coming up to Horbury Junction. Just see the motorway there. Line from Barnsley coming in from the right here. Right, just approaching Wakefield now. Wakefield, Kirkgate. No platform on this side because obviously it's platform 3 we're using. Bit of standing time here now. Don't leave till 8:55, so about 7 or 8 minutes. That's the one downside to this Grand Central service. It's just so slackly timed. Station over there, right on the end.
With the information.
Right, just leaving Kirkgate now, heading for Hare Park and on to Doncaster. Right, just turning out here now to Hare Park Junction from Crofton West. Right to Pontefract. So this one misses Pontefract and we're straight over to Hare Park.
Never worse,
coming up to Hare Park Junction. That's the main line from Wakefield Westgate and Leeds.
You have to renew it every day?
No, it's just 8:40.
So it's like a double ladder junction, is this?
Well, 5 days, just 2 for 7.
Right.
Once we get onto the main line proper now, here we should be a bit quicker.
I was floating last time. So 4 laps of
Such a slow turn out there, it's only 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
Right, just arriving in Doncaster now, and unusually it's platform 4. Which is very handy for our next train, 'cause I think that'll be platform 4 as well, or 8, for Sheffield and Derby. I don't think it should be on platform 4. Oh, it is, it's actually booked to use this platform. London King's Cross. I might try using that one day, because it's got to go over the flyover towards Gainsborough and then turn right back down onto East Coast Main Line as this one. First all trains heading to King's Cross. Crossing straight onto the main line, the up main. And this is our train here that we've just used. It's 9:30 from here to King's Cross, so we've got 4 or 5 minutes yet. Looks like the driver's got off to get a cup of tea. Don't blame him. Right, our train's got the road. There's a fast service heading north. Still got another couple of minutes yet. Right, it's preparing for departure. I don't want to film too much now because I want to save more for the walk, because it looks like we're going to be able to do the walk quite easily. It's coming out nice and sunny now. Right, next stop King's Cross for that. Right, this is our next train now coming in south on platform 8, which is pretty rare. Not that many trains do it. And we're going 2 stops with this one to Derby. We're in Coach D, allegedly. Right, just left Doncaster a few minutes ago. Heading for Sheffield and then Derby. Right, approaching Chesterfield now. You can just see the Twisted Spire on the horizon over there. A well-known landmark. So we're not far off Tapton Junction, which is where the old road comes in on the opposite side. We had to switch seats earlier. slowing down even though we're not stopping here because there's an East Midlands service in front of us which is stopping at Chesterfield. It's probably just left about now. Chesterfield, you can normally go through here a lot quicker than this, but so you've got a signal check, not on the train. Used to be a line curving around to the right somewhere just here, but I think it's gone now. Yeah, it looks like it. This is Duffield, where the line from Wirksworth joins, which is a preservation society. That train would have been our 1 minute connection for Cromford, but we've obviously missed it now because we're about 10 minutes late. Right, this is our train leaving Derby now, that we've just got off. New layout now at Derby. Right, well, it's M now for, you can't see that very easily, but it's an M for Maine, presumably for Birmingham. Oh no, it's not, it's M. It's M for Nottingham. We had Birmingham New Street on it, it's got Nottingham on now. So, Nottingham service. Don't mind those cross-country units, the 170s, we'll be using one of those later in the week. Yeah. It's a bit awkward straight into the sun, but anyway. This 170 is heading for Birmingham New Street. It's got D on the signal, which you can see later in a moment. This single car unit is from Matlock, heading for Newark Castle. I hope we don't have to suffer a single car unit on the way there, but we'll see. We've got M. Almost silhouetting because of the sun. Right, look at this, a bit of a surprise. Alice Seiden being dragged by a 67. Certainly didn't expect this. Somebody else has got the road, D, presumably for down. Something else on the far side of platform 3 got a U, presumably for up. Right, this is our next train to Matlock, which we are going to go as far as Cromford. I won't film any of the walk with this camera because we've only about a quarter of an hour's battery power now, so we will use the phone for that. I ought to have brought the gimbal, but anyway. So it's Duffield. Been here before when we went to the Ecclesbourne Valley Railway. That's the unit from Matlock, the opposite side. The Ecclesbourne Valley Railway is over there. Can't see it very well, but it's over there. Right, just taking the junction now here. We've already passed the point work where we split off, but still running alongside the main line towards Sheffield in the north. This is where we're taking line towards Matlock and, well, ultimately Manchester, but obviously it only goes as far as Matlock now. This is the reflection of the seats, a bit awkward. So, I haven't done this for some time. Ambergate station is just up here now. Side anyway, when it comes to it. Here we are, this is Ambergate. Right, made it to Cromford. We're going to walk from here to Matlock now, so we'll just see the train go and then we'll use the phone to do the walk, to film the walk, should I say. See through it, it's straight. Just leaving Matlock Bath now. The wind is a bit mucky, it's not easy to see, but anyway. We're back to where we started now. Cromford. We walk down there, right up over the top. The footbridge is over to the house across there, which is private. Right, let's get out. We've made it to Ambergate. Probably never going to get off here again, so we thought we'd take advantage of this since we're an hour ahead. Oh, has he got a token? I wonder if it is. Right, he just surrendered a token there, which we didn't expect. We're on the move again now. Got on at Ambergate and we're heading back towards Derby now and then changing there for Melton Mowbray. There's the big crossing of the Derwent. Approaching Belper. Right, just coming into East Midlands Parkway now. We are on the, well, details below anyway. Service to Kettering from Derby. And then we're going to the next stop after this, which is Melton Mowbray, so it's doing the Leicester North Curve. The battery is almost out now, so there's not much battery power left. So let's keep it going whilst ever it lasts. Doing the North Curve at Leicester now, Siston Curve, double track. This is the bit that we intended to cover. Not many trains do it. It's very slow by the looks of things. Pity about the reflection there, but not much you can do about that. And now we join the short connection from Syston and Leicester, which is there. So a single track connection that way. So on to Melton Mowbray. Made it to Melton Mowbray now, first time ever. So we'll just see this train go and that's end of day one. Right, here we go. If it lasts long enough to... Legend. Cue music.